Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking a look at an interview that was done by a fan over at Hellfest who's got her own channel. Leo is Vibing, and actually I would like to shout out her channel because I took a look at her content in general and there's so much stuff there that looks interesting to me. It sounds like we overlap a little bit on what we do, although she seems to be much more proactive in getting interviews, so that's great. Just want to shout her out. This actually came out, I think, 4 days ago. She was able to have a conversation with Paulina and Alejandra at Hellfest. Very much looking forward to seeing what she asked. I thought I would go ahead and take a look at it with the rest of you. And it's only about 6 minutes long. I'm told that the questions are not typical, and that's great. So kudos right there for asking non-typical questions. I guess as a fan, she already knew the answers to the origin story and such. So let's go ahead and see what she had to ask. If you're not already subscribed, just know I do a lot of warning content on this channel along with other bands, non-musical in nature. So if that interests you, please subscribe. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Oh, you've been warned.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'll be super quick because I know it's not me you want to see today. I'm your host Leo. I make music reactions and deep dives into albums, artists, the music industry, and I focus on women in alternative rock and metal music. So if this sounds like your thing, make sure to subscribe and activate the bell. And if you love the warning, I did many concept videos on this amazing band. I'll put them in the description, make sure you check them out. Thank you so much to Alejandra and Paulina for taking some time to answer my questions. They were amazingly sweet, and if you haven't, listen to the warning.
Okay. So she says we may not hear her as well as the band members. Personal fans. It was hot, so that's good.
Yes, I have the first question just to warm up, but in your albums and your songs, sometimes you sparkle some
Favorite
inspiration
all-woman band from Japan, not
and I
Bandmate.
wanted to know, what's your favorite Japanese all-woman band, but you can't say one name?
No.
Hi.
I really like Hanabi. They're
Yes.
I'll see them in November.
great. Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're great.
Yeah.
Miyabi's also great.
But all
Oh,
female.
female.
So
Oh.
another one, Baby Meta.
Baby
I don't know
Meta.
if they're the
Yeah,
They-
yeah, they
yes,
count.
yes.
They count. I mean, Bandmade.
Well,
I feel like
Bandmade.
Bandmade, and after, yeah.
Yes, that was.
And ever since we met them, we learned so much from them and working with them and getting to know
Yes.
them. They're just so amazing all around, and they're so nice. So, yeah.
They're definitely your fave.
Yes.
How long did you
Yeah, we have a healthy respect for Bandmate as well. Yeah, okay, that's what they just said there. So
spend with them in Japan?
We're there
Like,
for almost.
we were
3
with them
weeks.
for like, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were there for a while. It
Yes.
was great.
They're working
Yeah.
perfect.
Hola.
Okay, my other question is, I basically survey your fans on my channel.
Okay.
And I will ask you to get into their heads and guess some of their answers.
Okay,
So
okay.
I asked them, what is your favorite The Warning album? What do you think their answer was?
I know
say
they're
Queen-
super stubborn on Queen of the Murder Scene. I'm gonna say Queen of the Murder Scene.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
67%.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Queen of the Murder Scene is pretty much the clear favorite. That's what I've noticed as well amongst people on my channel, my channels. It's a pretty clear winner. That one and Error for me are pretty much neck and neck. They're both good, but they're so different as records, including how they were made and written. So I just can't decide, and I'm not going to. I don't need to. So, but they're both great. If you haven't heard one or the other, go listen to them.
36 said Error.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lovely to hear.
What do you think is their favorite song? We had 4 songs that were at the top, so you have like
I would say, How You Call It, maybe
Kill You Call a Dream. People
How You Call
really
It
like
Dream,
Kill You Call a Dream.
Is it not on there? Choke?
it was
I'm going to guess it's an older song, just based on our viewers.
not too bad. Too
Okay, I would say Choke.
So let's just go old. Because
Yes.
if they like Queen of the
Choke,
Murder
is
Scene,
Choke in there? It's not.
I'm gonna say.
No choke.
I mean, people
Wow.
like Shattered Heart, so we had to like really go back.
I'm
I'm gonna say Queen of the Murder Scene. I'm gonna say, is it there?
Dust to Dust.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. that's-
Narcisista?
No.
No.
It's not. There's a title in Spanish.
¿Qué más?
Martirio.
Martirio. No, ¿qué más?
Yeah,
Martirio.
I don't
Okay,
think it would
okay.
be que más quieres.
Yeah.
We're talking oldies here.
And of course, we had Evolve and Disciple.
There we
of
go.
course.
Yes,
We were-
Evolve and Disciple. Okay. So it was Dust to Dust, Evolve, Disciple, and I didn't quite catch the other one.
¿Qué más?
Martirio.
Martirio. No, ¿qué más?
Yeah,
Martirio.
I don't
Okay,
think it would be
okay.
que más quieres.
Martirio.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking oldies here.
And of course, we had Evolve.
Okay. Dust to Dust, Martirio, Evolve, and Disciple. I mean, all very strong choices, I must say. Dust to Dust is probably my favorite off of Queen of the Murder Scene, but there are a number of sleeper tracks on that album that I really love. And yeah, Narcisista, that's actually a little surprising. I hope that makes it onto some vinyl one day. That would be really nice.
Evolve and Disciple.
There we
of
go.
course.
Yes,
We were going
forgot.
too far
yes, Yes.
Classic. Now it's a bit different, but I asked your fans, what is your favorite tradition in the fandom of the morning?
Okay.
Would you guess one of their answers?
Tradition. What are tradition? I think
Even small things, you know, but things fans share.
they
hard one.
Okay. Maybe I'm being super specific, but usually they give us flags from their country.
Yes.
And sometimes they're signed. Sometimes they have like fan projects per country. I don't know if
Yes.
that's a tradition per se, but
I think so, but it wasn't one of the answers. They are very, very, very on the nose.
okay. What on the nose? Meeting other fans.
They said what they said they like is that the fandom is inclusive and people are nice.
Yes.
Okay. What they love is
Okay, yeah, the fan base is inclusive and people are nice. I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
saying you've been warned.
Oh.
Okay.
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 You've
First
been
time I
warned.
reacted to you, everyone in my comments was like,
Oh, you've been warned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
"What is happening?"
Yeah, we got that too.
You're like, what
Our
is
first
that? What is
warning
that?
reaction.
And they also said Paulina Day.
The
It's
day.
been a- it's been a while.
We haven't done
It's
the
been a
days in a
while,
while, so that's not a good tradition to have.
Yeah, they said it was all the days.
Yes.
Mentioned it.
That's very sweet.
If you have like a few more minutes, I have a couple of your questions.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I don't think people. Well, 2 more questions.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, my subscriber Suzukaze asked if you have any collaborations plans.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
I wish
yet.
we could say that we
Yes.
did, but we're about to head into the
Yes.
studio, so maybe
We would like to. We would like
something
to.
comes up.
But yes.
Any
Excellent.
Hi.
Dream collab?
Dream collabs. Honestly, I think we just released a feature with Dead Poet. I think it'd be really cool to write a song with them.
Yes.
I think that'd be nice.
And okay, so for one last question, it's important to me, but you started really young, and like, would you have a message for parents whose kids are starting music early? They like, you know, they're doubting, like, should we push them?
Okay.
Hi.
Wow, I have never been asked that. I think that's more of a question to my parents because honestly, the way
Yeah.
that we lived it, it was just
Like, what
very
did you
crazy.
say as a kid to convince your parents.
I think. Let me think. Let me
Okay,
give
the question is, how did you convince your parents that it would be fine and dandy for you to pursue a music career, even as young kids? And I think the original question was, what would you say to parents to make them feel better about their kids going into the music business? I think that was the question. Let's see, maybe she'll recap it a little.
the correct message. The promise of hard work was already there. It didn't matter if it was for music or for if it was for science and being a doctor.
Very
I
cool.
think my parents just always brought us up to be hardworking and passionate about whatever we were going to choose to do. In this case, they saw that we had a passion for music and they let us pursue it. But not only did they let us pursue it, but they were hard on us. They made sure that we kept practicing, that we did our homework, that we that we just explored everything that had to do with it. So hear your kids on what they want to do and help them, but
Rudy
also
Becker.
be patient with them. They're
Yeah.
gonna do their best.
There you go. Listen to your kids on what they want to do, help them, be patient, and maybe just kind of guide them to whatever their passion is, but make sure they work hard at it. It's what it sounds like to me. Great little cameo there by Rudy.
Yes, I
Yes.
promise.
Thank you, girls.
No,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Picture,
For
I
sure.
see-
Of
I
course.
See Rudy waving at you.
Yeah.
Okay, of course we can take
Get
our
over here!
I hope you liked the little pink
They were
lights.
very cute.
Where are the girls? What's going on? All right. That was cool. There were some really interesting questions in there. It sounds like she pulled her audience to get the questions that she was going to ask at this, and that was a good idea. I mean, who better than the fans to ask new questions? So fans already know all that early stuff. They know about Rock Band. They know all of the origin story. So to hear some fresh, new questions is really quite nice. And it was interesting to hear their responses. Geez, I found myself wishing that I knew what Danny was going to say to each of those as well. But amazing, though. And it's great to hear Ali so wide open, too, with her answers and everything. I think she did an excellent job on this. I noted her little note at the beginning saying, we didn't quite have enough microphones. I couldn't really have myself mic'd the way I wanted to, but don't worry, next time she'll have it taken care of. So again, I'm going to recommend her channel just based on what I'm seeing in her video list here. It looks like a lot of fascinating stuff. So if you're looking for a new channel in the music world that does cover the warning from time to time, among other acts that are out there right now doing things. And as a matter of fact, she said women, bands with women, then she's your channel. I've subscribed. As some of you probably know, Adrian and I started focusing more on groups that had women in them when we came to the realization one day in 2023, that practically everything we were featuring was just wall-to-wall guys in the band. And we thought, we've had enough decades of that. It seems like there are some other bands out there with women in them. We actually looked around. I was trying to look first in the classic rock realm, and there's not much there. There are women in the field, but not very many of them. But really, I mean, as compared to guys, it's probably like 95% guys. Things have changed, thankfully, and sounds like she's covering it. So that's great. So thank you very much to Leo for this amazing interview, and I wish her great success in scoring more in the future, particularly from this band. And folks, if you think that I missed anything in particular that was important, why don't you leave it below? Any details, Also leave your thoughts in general on this interview. And hey, let me know if you actually went over and subscribed to Leo. In the meantime, if you have other suggestions, you can leave those as well for me. I always appreciate those. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining me today, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, take care, folks.